Good morning, everyone. All right, so today we're doing something on the 5th gen. Um, I literally just woke up like this, just slapped on a shirt, put some shorts on, and put my Georgia boots on, and that's how we're gonna do this today. Anyways, it's nothing, shouldn't be difficult. I'm show you guys real quick what we're doing. What you guys already know from the description on the title. We got these LEDs. It's a 2 kit LED from I don't remember his name, his Instagram, but you guys probably seen him. He always sends up on his new Fords, Platinum, and all that stuff. It's pretty funny. So you guys go check him out, give him a follow, and subscribe also because he has a YouTube channel. Now, the reason for me to be doing this video is because I haven't seen anyone really technically do this. Let me segue real quick. His name is Fordsixfo. So follow him. I'll put his I don't know, probably put the link down below, and I'll put his name somewhere on the side or wherever it pops up. So he has these nice cool LEDs that you put them over here. Well, for the Rams, you put them right here, and on this side right here. Well, that's what you kind of see them all put at. And then whenever these things light up, it shoots out the LEDs all the way across, and then it does like this cool effect where it kind of turns off and fades right back. It fades out and fades back in, very bright. These things are very bright. I put them on my Milwaukee M18 and M12 to just kind of check them out. Please excuse this whole mess. And they do really good. Now the kit is basically straightforward. You have your negative, your positive. Now you have this yellow wire, and I've never seen no one really use. Well, they use them, but I've never seen it done on a video on Instagram at all. So those yellow wires are for your signal. So whenever your signals turn on, these turn on wherever they're at. Now I did some research already, and hopefully it is the right color wire on this round because it was for the 1500, but it should kind of be similar because when I was doing the sound system for this, it was basically the same color codes. I know some people wouldn't be like, no, it's not. I literally tried it out for myself, and yes, most of these wirings on these trucks are the same for the 1500. Some. Keyword is some. So that's what we're going to do today. It comes with two of these. Now they do have some for the Fords. You guys have them for the Fords. The Fords look really sick because they have the, how you call it, four of them, and they go on top, two on top, two on the bottom. Those things are sick. Now I think it's 18 feet of wiring that he gives you. He also gives you some connectors, and they're not the cheap connectors. These are the expensive ones. Sorry about that. It's these that you put them side by side. You basically use your lighter, heat them up, and it's like a heat shrink. So that way, no water gets inside of them, so that they won't corrode and the wire will break off. And it comes with about, I think, like 4 or 6 zip ties and some screws as well. Let me pull those out. These screws, 4 screws, and I believe they go into these little holes. Let me see if I can point out to them. These holes right here, and they have to somehow screw in to the grill. Like I said, I have not seen no videos out there, and this video is gonna be kind of long because I kind of want to explain to you guys. Because like I said, I've seen no one. I did try asking a few people. 5Thgen Cummins, he had a buddy of his install his, but his looks really sweet because I guess on the limiteds they don't have these little lines right here, and his looks like it belongs there because they have 2 little lines and it looks like it belongs there, but these are going to go behind these little plastic lines that go up and down. So let's go ahead and take this thing off. Should be fairly easy, but it takes a while to take this shit off, so let's go ahead and do that. Alright guys, so far I did all the wiring. So I did my yellow with yellow. I used most of the cable that he sends out, and I just split it in half because we need to figure out a way how to wire that into it. And I'd rather have more than having less than what I'm supposed to have. And then I have some extra, positive and negative cable. Well, they're not positive, negative, but just color code. And what I did, I just put two of them together, wire to one. I have some of these already here with me, so I just for the tiny ones, I use these right here since they're a lot more easier to work with this cable that he sends out for you. And then for the bigger gauge cable, I used the blue ones that he gave me. So I have most of that wiring done. Now all I have to do is really disassemble the whole front grille and have those installed in there. And from there, I need to figure out what size fuse to put in there. There's a special way to doing that to see what size fuse, but I think it'll work with a 5 amp fuse. I think that should be fine. Doesn't really need that much power to it, just so you don't burn it out. You don't want to go overload it and fry these things, because these things are quite expensive. So all right, let's get to it. Alrighty guys, so we're just about ready to take this off. All I have to do is kind of lift it up from here and push it out, and it should come out. Most of them are all 10 millimeter. There's a lot of push buttons on top. I forgot how many there are. So you take this off, you have 10 millimeters right underneath here that hold these things inside of here. After that, there's like another one on this side, another one on the other side. I'll show you guys as soon as I put this thing back together. But basically it's a 10 millimeter that you would need, and you would need one of these. Damn it, where I left it at. Just to get those push buttons out. One of these right here. You need one of these and these other plastic orange things that help you out, so you can pop these things out. So I'll show you guys after. Whenever I start putting everything back together. And all you have to do is just go in reverse on the steps. So let's go ahead and take this thing out. Alright guys, so this is the best way I can do it. Please excuse some of the, how you call it, hot glue guns stuff. So the screws that were given to me, those didn't work at all. So just throw those away, they don't work. So the way I did it, I used a zip tie. I had a drill hole inside from here. Zip tied it from there, made a hole from here, zip tied it from there. I know it sounds like shit, but hey, that's what it is. Grab another one right here, tiny hole, zip tie, zip tied it, gotta cut this off. Another one over here, gotta cut this off. Then I made a hole up here so I can zip tie this to here. Then I use the hot glue gun to kind of keep it in place in certain areas, so that way you don't see it. I gotta remove this tape because this tape was just to hold it temporary. So yeah, I gotta remove that. And zip tied it through here, and then I read all the cables that are going to go for one side, and same thing, the cables on one side ran into that side. So that's how so far you get this portion of this kit installed. Wish it was like some kind of bracket to mount it to, but like I said, it is what it is. And I guess you're missing about probably about an inch of an LED that sticks all the way out. But I guess that's how you install it. So this is for you guys that are trying to do it and don't know how to do it. This is how I figured it out to do it. You guys may have a better way of doing it, but yeah. Alright, so going in backwards, you had this screw, which is a 10 millimeter, 10 millimeter, 10 millimeter. Then you come over here, 10 millimeter right there, 10 millimeter here, 10 millimeter here, and which are these sides right here. They're super long. These go in there, so you grab those, and after you install those, you're gonna put these in here, which you kind of got to put tape on it and pry it out, or something like this, or a plastic, and later that's how it comes out. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that now. Just like we did this side, you clip it back on, come over here, start with this side first, push it in through there, just like that. You push in and you push in. Super easy as that. Now I believe I'm gonna go, I think it's 2 screws. These 2 screws go beneath. Let me show you real quick. And then I'm gonna have to do this by myself. I don't know if you see it right about there. Right there. And that's where a push button goes in, but it kind of broke off whenever I took it off. Well, actually it didn't. The push button goes right there that I'm showing you, and this screw goes right there. So that goes on the same side, so let's go ahead and do that. From here, the rest of them go like in here. One goes right here. Where does the other one go at? One goes right here. Another one right here. And like I said, these are all 10mm. Another one right here. Another one back over here, if I can get one off my finger. And then the other one right here, which tie into the headlight. So let's go ahead and tighten these things up. And then from there, you take this piece right. Well, shit. I gotta pop this thing back out because the other one goes in first. So let's take these things out. Oops, gotta be careful. We forgot to put that piece back in there. This always happens to me. So I know it feels like you're gonna break this damn shit. So we take this first, and then we put it back in here. Wait, oops, that was backwards. There we go. And then we got to put those 10mm screws back in there. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, now you do install these. So please skip the other one. And you put this 2 screws, one over there, one over there. Then you clip this thing back on. Now, the next piece of this, you can actually put this back on right here if you want to. And so you put this back on, and there's a bunch of like push buttons that go well, a bunch of 10mm that go on top of it, and some that go on the bottom. The ones in the bottom are these right here. You have 4 of these in the middle. If you see those little 2 holes in the bottom section, 4 of them go right there, all the way in the top. Get an extension, and then one goes right beneath the headlight where the high beam is at, right below that, and one on the other side as well. So here's where all the 10mm goes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.